Wednesday, 22nd of February 2017, as per Metro, exactly 1 week after I started my 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups a day body challenge, taking me from body keg to body Adonis, six-pack galore. I'm hoping that this is the picture of me in 3 weeks' time looking amazing. Please God, let it be true. However, a week after, I went and put my waistcoat on today. Waistcoat, by the way, line in the sand. Everyone should have one. It is the shaman top. I will fit into this again. But not today, because today I buttoned up. Well, I tried to. And not only am I not fitting into this with room to spare, but this thing looks like it's getting a bloody hernia to try to keep me in. Now, I also went on the scales today. The scales last week, 79.4 kilograms. Today, 80 kilograms. Perhaps it's all muscle. Went out, checked my fat. The body fat went from 21 last week, 0.1%, to now 21%. Tiny bit of a change, but I'm going to have to be knocking out push-ups at least for the next 10 years in order to see any incremental changes in this waistcoat fitting me. So I'm bringing out the big guns. 3 things are going to happen in the next 3 weeks that are going to bring me towards body Adonis. Intermittent fasting. Cut the sugars. Cut down the carbs. Why? Intermittent fasting. Because Wolverine does it. If it's good enough for Wolverine, it is good enough for me. Wolverine, aka Hugh Jackman, 29 years old when he done the first Wolverine movie, looked like this. 48 years old when he did the last one, looked like this. Muscle rippling out everywhere. How? Because he does a 16-hour fast with an 8-hour eating window. After 16 hours of fasting, your testosterone and human growth hormone are ramping right up. Basically, your body's like, go out and kill something. That way, you're going to get loads of muscle. Not only that, but your liver can only hold 8 to 10 hours of sugar, glucose energy each day. That means you get a 6-hour window where your body's burning off fat. Awesome if you wanted the muscle to be going up and your testosterone, and your fat, to be going right down. Cut the sugar. Why? Sugar obviously gets your glucose in the blood up. Your body then wants to bring this down. It releases insulin. Insulin is a storage hormone. It tells your body to store it. So what it does, it says to all the cells in your body, namely the big fat ones round about here, open up, boys, bring them in. Now they all open up the doors, store away those donuts for a rainy day, which will never happen. And that's why the waistcoat will not close. Lastly, cut the carbs. Carbs basically do the exact same as sugar. Carbs, if you're eating white carbs, especially a slice of white bread gets your sugar going just as high as a Mars bar. Cut them right down. You want to at least do brown, and even beyond that, try and keep it to the minimum. I'm not saying I'm going to cut it completely. It's almost impossible in our lives today. You have to literally live like a religious monk or something if you've got to stay away from carbs. But I'm going to try and keep them really low, and I'm also trying to keep my sugars almost to zero. By this, I will maybe have cheat days if my friend makes me a cake. I don't want to refuse everything. If you start refusing everything, your stress is going to go up with trying to live like this kind of religious zealot where you're now in the religion of zero sugar. And if your stress goes up, your cortisol goes up, testosterone down, and then you're just going to plateau. You'll flatline with any exercise that you're trying to do. So all these push-ups are going to do nothing. So you want to keep your stress down as well. So you can have occasional cheat days. But how it's going to work for me, when I'm my first meal, lunch, 12 o'clock. In front of this, I'll have just a coffee in the morning, replacement for breakfast. I may not make it till 12 the first day. I may only make it till 10, maybe 11. Incrementally, I'll try and edge it up until I get to 12. See, my body's so used to eating like getting this constant influx of energy through carbs and sugar. It's going to be quite hard. My next meal, I'm going to have the last bit of food. You can eat almost like, you're seeing in between 12 and 8, but the last meal is 8. That way I can have an enjoyable dinner with my girlfriend in the evening. And the same again, I'll repeat it every day. And I'll get back to you in 3 weeks' time and see if I'm looking like body Adonis, or maybe you're just looking at another picture of me unable to fit into my waistcoat. Right now, I'm going to cut to a montage of me doing some push-ups. I'm going to overlay some music on top of this so it feels less awkward as we watch. See you in 3 weeks. 20th of February 2017, just over 1 month since I started my 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups a day challenge. Sorry, it has been a couple of days over the month, I was busy, but however, here we are. And has there been dramatic results? Well, I have written them down because I did pop on the old scales today, and my results went from 79.4 kilograms at the start of the month in body weight to 76.5 kilograms now. But body fat. This is what we're all thinking about, aren't we? Body fat percentage went from 21.1% body fat to 17.6% body fat. Very good. Doesn't seem amazing though. However, when you consider that at the start of last month, I was almost 17 kilograms in fat. Not a nice thought, I'll admit. And today, I am lowered in fat by a total of 3.5 kilograms. I think that, excess 3.5 kilograms to the wind has been a worthwhile month, and I do feel great for it. Do I look great? I don't know, it's you to judge. I hope you say yeah. Point is, I'm shrinking. My muscles are still there, my chest is still looking good, I feel. But waist-wise, I've been lowering my buckles. I've been 2 buckle sizes down. I'm now down to the last one. I'll have to start drilling more holes if I continue this direction. Stomach, it's looking pretty flat, not too bad. This little persistent bit of fat, not moving. I have realised that you cannot spot target fat. But, I'll get there. I'm looking forward to the challenge in the coming months. My pecs, I think they're looking much more peckish. Julia has not started calling them pecs. Julia, my partner. Though, I'm still calling them pecs. I'm trying to integrate that word. She stopped, though, using the word moobs. I feel like we're starting baby steps towards... I don't know why I did this as pecs. I mean, like, this for pecs. Anyway, we're moving in the right direction. The waistcoat, it was the line in the sand. I should say, though, this waistcoat I'd like to fit, but all my tops. I go into my wardrobe now, right? And everything fits just so much better. All my tops. It's almost like they were designed for someone or people with flat stomachs. Anyway, here we go. The waistcoat. It was the line in the sand. I always wanted to, reclaim my youth by getting back into this. A comfortable fit. And here we go. Getting to the last buttons. And as hopefully you can see, it's not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. This is not embarrassing in the least. It's not getting a hairnet. I would wear this. I mean, I've not got excess room galore. I'm not going to be sneaking any bottles into the nightclub. Don't worry, bouncer. Nothing to declare. No, not quite. However, I would wear it. I feel comfortable wearing this. So yeah, has it been a challenge? Yeah. Would I continue, or am I planning on continue with this challenge? No, not at all. It was tough. It was horrible. Also, I don't think it's necessary. I have other plans. But yeah, it's tough. I'm not gonna lie. At the start of the month, it would take me almost 1 hour to do my 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups. I'd literally just stare at the floor, hating gravity. By the next week it was down to about like 45 minutes, then it came down to about 30. Last week, 15 minutes I can do my entire set. And eventually your muscles start to kind of, go from agony all the time to they get used to it. However, over the last month I've started researching into keeping fit. I've realised it's probably much better actually now as I'm going to start integrating as leg days, chest days, arm days, etc, etc, do it this style. But for a challenge, something to motivate yourself, yeah, I think it's been great. I think it's been a wonderful thing. I feel great. I definitely feel like I'm standing taller, walking taller, feeling more confident. Obviously, I did add in a couple of other things, as I mentioned before. I added in intermittent fasting. I added in trying to cut carbs and trying to cut sugar down to an almost minimum, kind of very low zero. These are going to be things that I will actually make some videos on as well, just so you can see ideas that I've had along the way. I've already done a couple with some cakes because I do love cakes and love sweets, and so I've been starting to get creative with how I can reintegrate this. So check out those videos, and please check out the up and coming videos I'm going to have on intermittent fasting and how to cut carbs and how you can Try and cut sugar from your life. You have been watching 21st Century Survivor. If you want to see more videos like this, or just be a nice guy, then please like and subscribe.